That's the Imperial Stout.
Milk
right?
stout.
This is a milk stout.
Yep.
So they're not both Imperials, but this is barrel aged.
Sure.
And this one is, well, this one's barrel aged in whiskey. Well, we'll talk about it once we get going.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
Let's start this thing.
Let's get this party started.
If you're looking for serious, in-depth beer information, well, you're listening to the wrong show. But if you want fun and entertaining beer information, you've come to the right place. It's another Beer Guys TV podcast.
Hey, welcome to Beer Guys TV once again from Glencoe, Minnesota at the studio. And boy, on this show, we're going to check out a couple of big beers. Big bottles for sure, right?
That's right.
And big guys, except for me, of course. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and let's check out some brew.
Yeah, let's do that.
Deal.
I.
Mr. Bojangles down here. All right.
So we have...
Well, we have, you brought one from Pantown.
I brought one from each of these places.
Well, you did. Yeah, you went nuts. Yeah. Hey, I brought a couple of beers. I'm thinking, got a couple of here, conk.
Well,
Okay.
I thought for a versus show, we could do a stout versus stout.
Well, there you go. Now, again, our verses are different than what we used to do. Our producer, Shane Zeppelin here, has decided we're going to change the format of the show. Instead of just getting everybody's opinion and going with the try it, buy it, or skip it, we're going one versus the other one. We'll vote on them, and that's all.
See who comes out on top.
There you go. So we're going to check out a couple of Minnesota beers here. One out of Buffalo, Minnesota, and one out of Waite Park, Minnesota.
Okay, so the Buffalo one, it's from Hayes Public House.
Yep, and which you've probably, if you follow the show at all, you know that we've talked about them a few times. Pugs and Red and Steve and all the whole gang up there. Yep. So what do you got?
So this one's called the Eye of Valor.
Eye of Valor.
And it's a barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So this one comes in at a relatively high 9.7% ABV.
Okay. 9.7.
Yeah, and I don't know if we even need to talk about the IBUs. Usually stouts are pretty low on IBUs.
In general. They'll probably be 25 or less.
Yeah, so that one, and it's kind of been, it was cold to start with, but it's been warming up as we...
Which really, if you're a hardcore stout or porter drinker, you know that'll bring out some of the flavor profile, and it's actually good not to have them cold. Right, Brent?
Right.
Okay, and then from Pantown Brewery out of Waite Park, Minnesota, what do we got here?
Well, this is called Double Barrel Drop Forge Milk Stout.
Well, I actually pulled up a thing on that.
Yeah, why don't you talk about that one?
I wasn't familiar with it, so I
will
thought I'd
just
check it out.
show off the
You
bottle.
can be like you can be the model. We're on a budget. This beer is made with British malts and various roasted and chocolate malts. Roasted and chocolate malts give this beer a glorious chocolate taste with a hint of caramel. The addition of lactose, which is non-fermentable, and we haven't even drank any beer yet, by brewer's yeast, gives the brew the classic sweet taste that milk stouts are known for. Comes in at a mild 5.1% ABV, which is good. And the IBUs are 24. So
Okay, so that's fairly low.
Sounds good.
So got just enough to know that there's a little bit of a hop in there. But,
Now this one actually was barrel aged in corn, whiskey, and rye barrels from Panther Distillery.
Oh, out of Osakis? Osakis, Minnesota. So all kinds of Minnesota ties here.
And I've been there a few times.
I'll bet you
Panther,
have.
Yeah, and I think they make a good whiskey. And I prefer their clear or more of their white whiskey. They don't make it anymore, but they
White
had
whiskey.
Yeah,
Isn't that called moonshine?
Well, okay, so they explained to us it was
boy.
clear. Okay, so what they said is, in order for a moonshine or corn alcohol to be called a whiskey, it's got to be in a oak barrel. So they ran this whiskey through the oak barrel for 30 seconds.
Oh.
And they can call it a whiskey.
Just enough. Does it even pick up any flavor? Probably.
No.
So
And
that's
I thought,
moonshine.
well, pretty much. I mean, but they called it. That's how they can get by with calling it a whiskey. Now, that was I don't know, 3-4 years ago was the first time I had that, and it was clear. It came in a just kind of flat, wide bottles, pint.
Interesting.
Whatever. But I thought it was very smooth. I liked it, but then as you age, the whiskey or the alcohol will pick up the color from an oak barrel.
Sure.
Now they can char them to get a darker color. So there's different ways to actually get a whiskey. So it'll be interesting to try this as a high alcohol.
Yeah.
Right? And this one as a low alcohol, but picking up some of the whiskey flavors.
Interesting.
So I thought that'd be a good versus.
You know, that is what a grand idea. And you brought them besides, because, bombers, they ain't free,
well,
you know. Brent, would you happen to have a cutting device where you could notch that wax for me there? And I'll pop them open with my Rockyard opener right there.
It didn't
Rockyard
take him
Brewing.
long to get that knife out. I think he was
Yeah.
ready for something.
Yeah,
other
he is
than-
at the ready. And go ahead and
That
do that
one-
one while you're at it.
Scored while we're
Scored!
scored.
You got them fuzzy things in your chin again.
Scored.
You must.
Scored.
Boy, that's a lot of wax on there. Yeah, okay. I'm getting there.
Oh, you got the wax off.
I got wax off. Wax on, wax off. Hi, victory!
Yay!
You can start down yonder. I'll work on this one.
right.
Well, look at you!
To the left-hand
You got your own
side.
little device. Yeah. How about you there, Mr. Fancy Tools?
Higher IBV.
Wow, yeah. Go ahead and pour away.
If
my
there's
friend.
any left over down there, just pass it back.
Oh, okay. Copy that. Oh, you're wanting to really open up and breathe, don't you? Pouring it down the pipe.
Gotta love that.
Oh, the cascading.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the milk stout, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So-
Yeah. Do the shapely glasses for the milk stout.
Copy
way
that.
We are in the same.
Class
Realm.
shape.
Let's switch here.
Makes a
Okay,
difference.
we shall. More beer. Hey, it's Beer Guys TV. Duh.
Looks so pretty.
Whoa, it's spitting back at me there. Your turn there, Alphonse. Or Brent, whichever you prefer.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
since
it's got
we-
some ruby hue to it, yeah.
All right, I'm switching them around because our glasses are kind of that way. So kind of-
Oh,
Remember-
that's why he's the producer. Shane Zeppelin, producer extraordinaire of Beer Guys TV. Has
That's
been
right.
for how many years now?
Oh gosh,
8?
11.
9, 10? I lost count.
11.
I lost count many beers ago. We've gone through some changes, and this is the latest one, this whole Versus
Yeah.
platform. That's fun to do something different, change it up a little bit. Let us know what you think. You got
Well,
other
there's
ideas?
so many new beers that come out all the time. It's hard to keep up. So
Yeah, it is.
Now we can do 2 at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
I like this new format.
But as we always say on Beer Guys TV, never drink and drive, and always use a designated driver. So.
Which we do. We have a studio audience, DD.
Yeah. Hey, Tim. See? Oh man. Wow. We didn't even charge them that much to get in. That's yeah. We're like that. It is winter in Minnesota. You let them outside. You stand outside for a while. I think he camped overnight so he get in. First one in line.
First one in line.
Good job.
Might have been the last one in line.
Yeah, well, that too.
Like we always say, email ahead for tickets or reservations.
Right?
Oh, there you go. Ooh.
There is.
You can. I was like, oh, this one you can even
Different
kind of smell the whiskey notes coming off it. Then you smell that one and go, hey, hello, Betty.
I don't even know which one to start with.
I know. That's what I was just thinking too. Which one? Now, would one skew your palate more than another, or
Hard to say.
If you try the stout first, the other stout.
That's why we bring Chad Zeppelin in on a regular basis, just to keep us.
Keep us right in line there.
Level-headed.
Cleanse your palate with another stout. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going to start with the milk stout. I think.
That's what I did, Greg.
Yeah.
Be interesting to go.
Have you tried the
Yeah.
other one yet?
No.
Yeah. You're scared.
I am. I'm scared I'm going to finish it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, interesting so far.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Whoo-wee. As old Jed Clamp would say, woo, doggy. Yeah.
Now you're showing your age.
I'll show show you something else if you're not careful. I don't know what that means, but conk. Yeah, I gotta keep that handy. Ooh. Wow.
We might be talking for a while after these.
Yeah, we might be doing something for a while. I'm taking a nap.
Or jibber jabbering.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, we never do that on Beer Guys TV. We right to the point, bang. Well, actually, we cover a lot of territory from
I'm glad
the
I started
novice to all the way to the aficionado. Really, we try to anyway.
Yeah. I'm glad I started with the stout though.
Yeah, what a grand idea. Those Zeppelin boys, you got to watch them.
I should have started with this out.
I know. Take your own advice.
Okay. Yeah. So again, the ABV's 5.1 on the milk stout and 9.7 on the
Imperial.
Thank you. Russian Imperial Stout. People go, well, what's a Russian part? Now, do you know, Brent? A lot of times you see that it's a Russian Imperial. What is that? Just a style of brewing that, or what? Yeah.
Makes you want to
Well,
hurry
what
up.
makes me question about the Russian part is that it's interesting because usually when they're a Russian, it seems like they've been barrel aged in an oak barrel of some sort or cask aged, and it seems like whiskey plays a role. Which I'm going, okay, whiskey doesn't make me think Russian.
No, you think vodka.
Yeah.
You know, but that
Yet.
seems silly. But was it the John Henry
Oh,
3 Licks or
yeah. Well,
Biker Ale?
that's going back a ways.
That's a Russian, right? That was a Russian. One of the first ones I think we did.
yeah.
And
Wow,
that
that was
one's
a while ago.
barrel aged as well.
So,
So it's a theme. I don't know.
well,
Siri? What-
well, we ain't got time for that.
I think it's like playing roulette.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe that's it. the
Maybe
roulette
it's
thing.
Russian roulette.
So we have tried Leinenkugel's Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh, yeah.
Many years
Yeah,
ago.
when they're
and-
doing the Big Eddie series.
Yeah, the Big Eddie, and that was one of my favorites.
That was a good one.
back in the day.
Yep. So
I don't know if they even make that anymore.
I think they gave that a rest.
Did they?
When I actually talked to John Leinenkugel, and I said, "Man, I love these." Yeah, well, I think they run out of. I don't know this for sure, but I think they run out of barrel space. I mean,
that could be.
and I've toured the brewery; it's huge, but they got so many different beers and stuff, and then by the season they add other ones like we tried a few shows back, the Snowdrift and things like that. So
Yeah.
I think it might be a space thing. So anyway, well let's get into the. Again, Pantown Brewing out of Waite Park, which is St. Cloud, Minnesota, and then the other one out of Hayes Public House, Buffalo, Minnesota. So a couple of Minnesota brews here, both with some barrel aging and whiskey notes. of
No,
sorts.
it's odd. The Pantown, I do get an aroma of sweet corn.
Really?
I can see that.
I do, yeah.
Sweet corn. I get banana bread.
Well,
No, not really. Although,
I think you got the wrong one.
yeah. That's the story of my life.
I don't get much aroma out of either one.
Really?
Really.
You don't
Wow.
smell the licorice on that one?
It's
I think there's a lot of
very,
aroma. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just came down with a cold.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
that.
those things in your beard.
It's getting in
They're
my
drawing all the.
I don't know. Maybe my schnoz just isn't as.
Well, and sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
There's definite, even if side by side you handed me the two and I said there's definite difference in the aroma.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, I thought, this is, and then that one's like even stronger. So it's, obviously, there's some stuff there.
Pantown's got a lot of milk sugars.
Yeah, very
it's
sweet.
very sweet.
Yeah, a lot of sweetness in this one.
But it's the lactose sweetness. It's not like a natural sweetness from like a caramel-y.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely milk. I mean, because it's a milk stout. But I mean, it's definitely the milk sweetener, and along with the corn
Yeah.
I get from the whiskey barrel.
You get that kind of that bitter finish from the whiskey barrel.
Mm-hmm.
You probably need more in there for sampling.
Beer Guys TV brings you beer reviews and beer-related information in a fun and clean, entertaining way. Our website is a combination of beer articles, reviews, products, videos, and now podcasts too. And you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check those out. Please take a moment to visit our sponsors as well and tell them that you heard about them or saw them right here on Beer Guys TV. That will allow us to continue to bring you entertaining beer reviews and other fun stuff your way. And remember to enjoy your beer in moderation, never drink and drive, and always use a designated driver. That way you'll be around to enjoy more beer tomorrow. Hey, thanks for listening. And now, back to the show.
Oh yeah.
What we do is we vote on which one, if given the only choice to pick one or the other, we'll vote on which one we would choose, and that'll be our winner of the evening. Maybe a tie, we don't know. So we'll see.
The haze, you do get, like, alcohol slaps you in the face.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, it should, being the Imperial. So,
Well, and that's just it. And this time of year in Minnesota, a winter warmer, sometimes you just warm your...
Oh yeah, that's what this is for. I mean,
great for by the fire. You'd probably like
mid-December
a
till
cigar.
early February. That's what these big beers are for. But it's also sweet, but it's not the milk sugar sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a caramel.
Yeah, and you get some
Or,
get some stone fruit.
Molasses. Yeah, you and your stone fruit. That's in an Imperial IPA.
Oh, you do get some kind of
little leftover stone fruit in your mustache.
Yeah, exactly. I get molasses out of this.
Yep.
Raisin?
So licorice,
Yeah, a hint of liquor.
a hint of licorice, and some plum. It's like a stone fruit. Plum is a stone fruit, isn't it?
Plum is not a stone fruit.
It's not?
No.
What is?
Stone fruit is stone fruit.
Those are the ones that actually grow from stones?
Yeah.
Yeah. You water your rocks.
I
Well,
polish mine.
which
Quite
side are we
minerally.
starting on here on this one?
Oh gosh, are we starting already?
Well, he's like, oh no, oh boy.
I'll start by volunteering Shane to start.
Let's have the producer start, and we'll work down the ladder. That means,
Perfect.
That means I'm last.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
These are it's a tough call because they're such different versions.
Yeah, and to say which one I would choose in putting to the test there, boy, that's a tough one.
Well, okay. The Pantown to me is a little bit too much lactose.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I get the hint of the corn whiskey in
Yeah.
there, so I kind of have the aroma of sweet corn. But it's a lighter alcohol. But it's to me, it's not really the winter warmer that you might expect in January. But it's a good stout, but it's a little bit too milky. It's milk sweet, I guess, lactose sweet. I would choose haze because I do like the Russian Imperial to have that molassesy, dark, kind of a raisin date flavor.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's sweet. Plenty of lacing on there. Look at that. Just sticks to the glass. I like that color. And it's something you're not gonna. This bottle is gonna last you, a while.
Yeah,
It's
you're not going to pop the top of that and just slug her down.
No, it's
It's
just
not for a hot summer day. Right?
Yeah, it's a sipper. I mean, this is not the glass for that.
Yeah.
It should be one of them small.
Well, we should
snifter.
have it like in the snifter. Yeah,
Yep.
We don't have it in the proper glasses
No.
for sure, but
So
we're on a budget.
we're on budget, all right.
One step up from Dixie.
We have our reusable glasses here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but no, I would choose the haze.
Yeah.
Eye of Valor.
Eye of Valor from Pugs and Company at Hayes Public House in Buffalo, Minnesota. All right, well then I shall go next and leave the aficionados for to wrap things up.
That's fine. The beardless can go first.
The beardless. If I had a beard, if I could grow one,
You'd still go first.
well, I kind of concur with what you said, Shane. This is good, but it's awful sweet, and I would have to drink this in small doses. I mean, just and it's good. I like it, but I do pick up the whiskey notes. The corn, like you said, comes through there fairly strong. A little bit of maybe dark fruit to it, but. It's good. I like the fact that it's only 5.1 because I like a sessionable beer that you can drink a little bit more of it without going, okay.
It's nice to have a stout that's lower ABV.
Yeah. And in general, as we talked about on another show, porters and stouts are very similar. but the way the barley is malted or not, and with stouts, it's roasted, you get that more coffee kind of and usually the ABV is up there too. So anyway, with the milk stout, that really mellows things out. I like this one, but the complexity of this one is a little bit more the one from Hayes Public House, and while the alcohol does pop right out at you and you go, oh, and it kind of startles you at first, and then it kind of settles down and you get a nice sweet aftertaste. The dark fruits and a little bit of licorice come through it for me. So I too would choose the Eye of Valor from Hayes Public House in Buffalo, Minnesota. So 2 votes for Hayes Public House.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will say this though, that I did buy this one this summer, or this fall, or whatever it was. I can't remember.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was, I was up there. I don't know.
Yeah, you had beer while you were there, didn't you?
This one has been aging a year, so I bought this over a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so this has been aging in the bottle, which
Yeah.
could change
yeah.
the complexity a
Well,
bit.
if you condition it like that, I mean,
Mellow, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe.
okay, good to know.
Who next?
Chad, Brent.
Brent?
Chad can anchor this one.
I can.
All right.
We'll let Zeppelin bring it down at the end.
Brent Anderson, what's your thoughts on these 2 big beers? Well, one's not big, but it's.
Well, they're both interesting in their own right.
They
I mean,
are.
they're both bringing something completely different to the table. Even though you're seeing that they're aged, both have been aged in barrels. Yes, this one has a higher ABV. There's something unique about this one with that. The lactose and the that kind of the play on the corn aftertaste. That's different. I don't think I've had that in a milk stout before. That being said, there is definitely a lot more flavor profile going on this because of the barrel aging, which you wouldn't normally get with a milk stout.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
So they're doing something unique, and that's good. This one, boy, I mean, aside from the ABV being higher, there is a lot of stuff going on with this one. There's a lot more complexity to it. I get the licorice, slight hints of caramel, slight, not
Yeah,
overpowering. It's
no,
subtle.
Not real strong. You're right.
The raisins kind of dates. I get that. It kind of has that. You almost get a slight hint of the cheek pucker.
Yeah. It just kind of tingles.
Yeah,
right there.
just a little bit. I would have to pick this. I would have to pick the
Hayes.
the haze.
Hayes Public House.
I wouldn't say no to either. But
Oh, by any means. I mean,
but there's so
this
much
is
more
a very
going
good
on
beer.
Yeah, if you had to pick one or the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, I would pick the haze.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Eye of Valor. Okay,
Nice.
well,
Valor.
let's slide it on down to the other end of the table with Mr. Shiny Beard.
What do you got to say over there for
Yeah.
yourself?
No. Well, just to preface this, again, when Chad joined Beer Guys TV a few years back, IPAs were like, holy crap. But now you're an IPA guy.
No,
and
wait a
now-
minute. I should say that regular Michelob
Okay.
was
No,
a
no,
strong.
no, no.
Was a,
He was a
Well,
Miller Lite.
a Busch
I was
Light guy.
Miller
I mean-
Light, Busch Light, Coors Light.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. El Crapo Light.
that's what I,
Yeah.
that's
if
what I
the
like.
beer didn't end in light, he didn't drink it.
Yeah. Now, again, there's a place for those light beers. We're not.
Which I still enjoy.
Yeah.
I
and
still
that's-
enjoy those light
That's
beers.
good. Yeah.
But
We won't kick you out for that.
but I turned into an IPA lover, and since probably then, I probably switched over more toward
Yeah,
stouts
you
and
started not
porters.
too long ago. Started going, hey, I know Shane has shared several darker beers with you, and you went, oh, wait, that's not it. So I think it all started with Schmaltz Alt.
Schmaltz Alt
That's
was my
talking from shells.
highway to heaven. If you want to so
You
to
think
speak.
about the few times we've done tastings where we've had a beer that was darker in the glass than something that was lighter, and you had somebody that would come up and say, "Oh, I can't drink a heavy beer," and you're like, "No, just take a sip. This will surprise you. This is not what you think it is." And I think getting over that initial look at
Sure.
the beer in the glass, going, "Wow, that's a dark beer."
Get that all the time.
Right.
Oh, I don't know if I want to try that.
which could end up being much lighter
Yeah,
than the lighter tone
absolutely.
beer. you
Yep.
know?
So I think that most people, your first time having a stout or a porter, if you've never had that before, seeing that being poured in the glass, and you're going, wow, that doesn't look like my normal
give me a
lager.
fork and a knife and
You know,
have my beer. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think as time goes by, like you're saying, after you've had the ability to sample a few different things over the course of a couple of years, all of a sudden you're going, wow, the playing field is so wide open about varieties, and just because I like an IPA doesn't mean this IPA is going to be good.
Right.
Just because I like this stout doesn't mean that stout's going to agree with me. This porter's great, but not this one. But you found a beer out of every kind of category that you're actually, I like that.
I'm kind of a porter stout guy. I've graduated to that
Sure.
point, right?
From light to IPA to the stouts. How about you?
Yeah.
There's hope for everyone.
Now, again, I do like, the other
Sure.
mainstreams, whatever. But first of all, just long story short, I don't know if I would buy either one of these. It's a little bit too much going on for me. I will say that, like Brenton, he explains things very well. And so, I mean, just,
Long-winded. That's a nice way of saying that.
yeah. But, it's good. And I love Pantown, and Hayes Public House I absolutely enjoy as well. But if I were to buy one of the two, it would probably be Hayes Public House.
Yeah.
Just for that sipper, by a, like you said, in a very short glass.
By a fire.
And that would be enough. It's just too much for me.
Yeah.
Too much going on.
Yep, and these are bold beers that they're not for everybody probably,
Right.
or something you kind of work up towards, or small doses, whatever.
I think the Eye of Valor would go well with a nice dark cigar.
Yeah, would you just put it in there and let it soak?
Well, I just kind of maybe dip the tip.
You might be able to burn it by itself.
Yeah, or like the studio audience said, prime rib.
Yeah,
prime rib,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Or a brownie.
It is actually. That's probably right.
Yeah.
Some kind of a dark chocolate dessert.
Scoop of vanilla ice cream in it.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
You got everybody thinking.
Right?
Or even,
Start out with the ribs. When you're done with the first half of that small glass, and end up with a brownie with a scoop of ice cream to end the glass.
See, we should form a darn cookbook.
We should.
Recipes of Beer Guys TV.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. It could be huge.
It could be huge.
I
All
will
3
have-
pages.
I will have no input. 'Cause I am not a very good cook. Although my wife Deb is a fantastic.
And she's got a Beer Guys shirt.
Yeah.
There we go.
She doesn't have the beer beads though.
Well, then thank goodness.
she's working at it though.
She'll appreciate that.
He said that.
I'm calling Deb after the show.
Yeah.
You might want to watch that episode, Deb.
I hope I have my key to get in the house.
She won't see it for a few weeks.
It's a good thing we ended with the big beers.
There you go. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, very good. Well, look, unanimous.
I would say.
So Hayes Public House, the Eye of Valor. So if you're ever up around the Buffalo, Minnesota area and see this, stop in at the Public House and say, hey, the beer guy said this was pretty good. Might want to check that out. Or Pantown. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that beer. It's just we had to choose one or the other. So,
No, and that's very good too. I mean, they're pretty close.
yeah. It's they both have their things, but I guess there you go. Two big brews right here on Beer Guys TV from Glencoe, Minnesota. Here in the depths of the studio, huh?
That's right.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Beer Guys TV. For Chad, Brent, Shane, and myself, until next time, beers to ya. Cheers. Cheers, mate.
My take.
Yeah, my thanks.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and always use a DD. Be sure to expand your beer list by trying something different. Remember to check out BeerGuysTV.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening to this Beer Guys TV podcast. Sponsor messages you hear on our podcast are paid endorsements unless otherwise stated. These messages help us bring Beer Guys TV to you. We encourage you to support our sponsors so that we may continue to provide quality entertainment and information. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at beerguystv@gmail.com.
Let the fun begin. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Hey, welcome to Beer Guys TV. Tell them this. We're back to north, go from near to north and there, right? Are you done?
I'm done. I'm ready. Let's go.
He was preening himself.
I dropped my mic.
Oh,
I went, caught it, and pulled it off.
all right. That was fun. Let's try that again. Take two. Ready?
Yep.
I got you.
That's brotherly love right there.
That's good.
All right. You sure?
Yep.
Anybody?
I'm good.
Please?
Splash.
This is that glass, I believe.
Okay.
You don't want to mix your stouts.
Splash and go.
Go.
It's just like NASCAR. Splash and go. All right. there
Good?
you
I'll
Good.
have a little splash to
go. Splash and go.
sip with. Brenton, you got to finish it.
There you go.
Oh, if I have to, he says.
I digress.
You digress.
Put that in. That would be great with a scoop of chocolate almond ice cream.
Oh, toasted almond. I got some at the house. Bring it on up. Okay.
Stop digging in your chest.
Sorry, I had to get my mic out of there.
Call it what you want.